Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. Thanks for tuning in and welcome back if you watched us last week where we started painting this little chap here, Damien the Hellborn Wizard from our Reaper sub-box, and we're going to carry on and see if we can get him finished this evening. So let's crack on, I guess, and I'll waffle while we paint. So this guy is from a monthly Reaper subscription box, and what that is a box that you pay us £20, and we do it all through PayPal as a recurring payment, a subscription payment. And £20 if you're based in the UK covers the UK postage, and we send you a box that's got £25 at our prices of Reaper Bones miniatures in, and this chap was in February's box, and we're just in the process of getting March's boxes ready to go at the moment, but I'm not going to give away any spoilers of what's in March's box because we'd like it to be a surprise. But this chap came in a box with a... No one can see it. Can they? Oh, sorry. I do apologise. A fire giant huntsman with his hellhound, and this chap, great worm, the purple worm mini, and another player character, Dub Bullock, a human rogue. And an orc. We had an orc in there. And what else? What else do we have in? I can't remember now. This chap. Oh, the human assassin that we... Damien, the human assassin that we painted on our first ever painting stream. I've forgotten already how time flies when you're having fun. Right then, so... just a little... Sorry. It's only because I was leaning over there. Yep, there. Look, he's there, in the middle. So we're just going to do a little fine highlight on these pouches and things, and then we're going to call them done. I'm going to move on and paint his staff while I've got the brown handy. Now, if you are watching and you're in the chat there, thanks very much for coming along. But I've got this fur trim to paint either side of his cloak. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get him up there. See if we can focus him in a bit. Maybe. There we go. Got this fur trim to paint either side of his chest. Now, I was going to do that with a really kind of ice blue, but I think that's going to be too bright. Anybody got any suggestions for the type of colour palette that we've gone for here? So we've got like an indigo colour for his trousers, purple for his cloak, and obviously his skin's red. And we've got a little bit of brown on there. I don't want to make it stand out too much, but and detract from his skin. So any suggestions while I work on his staff, and then we'll give that a go. So we're just going to give a tiny little highlight here with some driftwood brown to all these like pouches and things he's got around his belt. Got a like bit of an odd hair thing going on, not only on my head but on this end of this paintbrush. So this is Reaper Driftwood Brown. I'm just doing this tiny little highlight with there. Quite happy with that. And before that I painted these with some Vallejo chocolate brown. So quite happy with how that looks. Do need to do his shoes. I really should have done his shoes at the same time. Let's go back and we'll do his shoes. So we're going to do the big buckle piece on his shoes with some gold, but we're going to come back and do that again a bit later. So we're going to get some of that chocolate brown there, which I thinned down earlier. You see that? trying to just move my little thing here so I can try and see what's going on. Oh, excuse me, everybody. There we go. No, don't do that. Just trying to get me. Oh, give it up.
The says a dark grey.
A dark grey. That's a good suggestion. We could do a dark grey. I can.
It needs to be dark. And Wicked D says a dusky grey.
A dusky grey. Right. Let's get a bit of chocolate brown on his shoes.
Like wolf's fur, she says.
Mm.
Yeah, dusky grey would frame the red skin, I think, says Naztube.
Okay.
I apologise for my appalling pronunciation.
That's cool. Right then. So
I will insist on having it right in that corner.
yeah.
You know, before we start, and then I said, "Are you sure you're going to be comfortable holding it there?" And you said, "Yeah."
I am.
That's not where it was, though, is it?
That's right in the middle of the screen. I don't know what you're talking about.
It is now. So what colour are you doing his shoes?
So this is chocolate brown.
Chocolate brown.
Just said that. You weren't listening.
You were using the other brown before.
I know. And then I switched to this and said I'm just going to use some chocolate brown on these. Domestic disputes at the Mighty Lancer Games house.
Of course it's not.
And then I'm going to use a little bit of leather brown because I don't want it to be really light. So I'm going to use a tiny little bit of leather brown as a sort of edge on his shoes. What's up? I am trying, you know. It's not easy. You want to have a go at this. I think everybody would rather see you doing it anyway.
I'm not telling you.
Right.
What else do you have to tell us?
I don't know. I was just concentrating on trying to not colour his legs in for a second. Is that? There we go. Right. So we're going to do that. Now then, a dusky grey. What colours have I got on my thing here? I think I might... I said I was going to do his staff, didn't I? Let's get his staff done.
We've got concrete grey.
Okay. Well, we might have that in a minute. Right then. So this is some Reaper... I am going to use this colour for something because I've got it on my palette already. So I've got some Reaper Icy Blue. Is it Icy Blue? Blue Flame. Sorry, Blue Flame. I'm going to paint this gem bit in the top of his staff here, this like little fancy rock thing. So I'm going to paint that, and I'm going to try and not paint all the wood with it. If I can help it. So, what have I got to tell you? Mrs MLG has been very hard at work today, adding some new products to the website. And I've been very hard at work today, ordering new products for Mrs MLG to add to the website. I've just been pre-ordering all the nice, exciting new Games Workshop releases for the next week of releases after this weekend, so things that will come out on the 3rd of April, like the new Lumineth releases.
And what do you think, Tom?
I think they look pretty cool, actually. There's a couple of units that are very reminiscent of original High Elves. The Bolt Thrower and the Sword Masters. I'm not massively struck, if I'm honest, on kangaroo riding elves, but some of them look okay. I quite like the guy who's supposed to be the general. I can't remember what he's called. The Realm Lord guy. Well, they're all Realm Lords, I think, but there's like a general who's on a massive kangaroo-looking beast. He's pretty cool. And there's a scenery piece, which is like a little floating temple, which also looks pretty funky. So they're quite cool. They're going to be coming for the 3rd of April.
White Rose Dragon says you should do it a candy pink.
Candy pink. Oh, yeah. What, this bit that I'm painting here, or the
fur, I believe.
The fur. Yeah.
Is candy pink not a colour that you would choose yourself?
No. I think we're gonna go with the. I think we're gonna go with this. The grey suggestion, I'm afraid. Right.
Pete the Priest says that the monolith is next on his list.
Yeah. Well, I made a little boo-boo last week with our order form, and ended up ordering half a dozen more monoliths than I wanted to. So we've got plenty in stock at Mighty Lancer Games.
Is that thing that's out now already?
Yeah. It's a funky looking kit, but it's a big and expensive kit. So it's coming. Right then. So now I've just blobbed all over the wood like I didn't really want to. I'm gonna have to go back and kind of touch it up a little bit.
Oh, I got the neck on one of them.
Yes.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So we've got plenty of monoliths, and we've also got plenty of Nurgle miasmic malignifiers, which is like a smokestack or I don't know how to describe it really. It's like a chimney that belches plague into the air to go along with your Death Guard army, and also made a little bit of a ordering boo-boo, shall we say, on those last week, and we ended up with quite a few of them in stock, but it's not a problem. We shall sell them. Right, this is where my shaky hands don't really help me, because I'm trying to be all neat and it's looking a bit messy.
That's because I'm making you talk instead of letting you concentrate, you see, that's why.
No, I don't think I would, I don't think I'd be able to do it as good as it needs to be anyway. Right. That's what it's getting for now. That's what it's getting for now. I think what we might do, rather than having it white, because I think that just looks a bit weird, what I might do is put like an orange wash over the top of that or something, so it kind of glows a bit differently.
Oh, maybe like a green.
Yeah, I suppose I could use some Tesseract glow on it, couldn't I? That might look quite cool. Could give that a whirl.
Do you know if the Renegades are starting up again when they can?
I've not discussed it with them, to be fair, but I would imagine that they're going to be getting back to gaming as soon as they can. Yeah, yeah. We've not discussed it in terms of whether they might be coming to play in store or not. But excuse me. But I'm pretty sure that they'll be coming back to play or getting together to play as soon as they possibly can. But I think we're still all kind of waiting on guidance of when we can start having gatherings for social events, aren't we?
Yeah, everyone's a bit. You've got a date, but you don't really believe it yet. Do you?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. Right. Where's that grey that you had?
Concrete grey is there.
Concrete grey. So a bit of concrete grey, and we'll see if we can do something with this fur.
Do you want any other greys?
Oh, that's a bit light, isn't it? Yes. Might have to add a bit of black into that.
Do you want a darker one?
No, that's fine. I'll just put a blob of black in with it as well.
Okay.
And then I'll get my old paintbrush for mixing. So.
She's not here to tell you.
Sorry?
She's not here to tell you.
No. Right. So this is my concrete grey and this is my black, and we're just going to have a little blobble over here. Yeah, sorry everybody. Right. So, there we go. Dusky grey.
Like dusky enough.
Yeah.
So you have to see it when you put it on, see what it looks like. So you're painting this one out of the Reaper subscription box today, and then do you know what you're going to do on Wednesday?
I haven't quite decided what we're going to do on Wednesday yet, so we might do some skeletons. So just this evening, undercoated using our new TT Combat PHR bone spray, undercoated some skeletons. So I might give those a try and do some skeletons, or I don't know, I might tackle painting a little bit of scenery or something. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. Might do the skeletons. I've got a in the box, in your box of your box of shame.
Have I got one?
Yeah. So the box full of Reaper figures under the table.
Ah, okay.
In there is a.
I'm just going to move your camera if you insist on
Okay.
painting in that corner.
Yeah, shuffle it down a bit so I'm not.
No, I'm just going to move your face. Move your face
okay.
there, look.
Sorry.
If you were painting behind your head.
I apologise. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so we've got a piece of scenery which was out of the Reaper Kickstarter, and it's something that I like the look of. It's got like a little statue on it and stuff. And I was thinking I might have a go at that, but I need to get it undercoated and whatever in time for when we're going to paint it. If we're going to paint it on stream, but that should be quite fun to do. Right, so I'm just going to mix a little bit of that blue flame here with my, I don't know if you can see it, oh yeah, it's quite central. I'm going to mix that in with the indigo to get a little bit of a highlight for his trousers. There we are. Of course. I was going to do it with this ultramarine over here, but I think that's going to be way too bright. So we're going to do it with this. So I'm not going to go crazy, I'm just going to do a few lines across on the raised edges of the fabric. So this chap is one of the figures that ever since we first started selling Reaper minis and bones, this is one of the first figures that I ever picked up, and I thought, like, oh, I'd like to paint that. Looks like a really nice figure, and then I've just never really had the opportunity. It's not been something that I've needed for a game or anything. Oh, that's supposed to be a strap around his leg, isn't it? I've just realised that's supposed to be a strap around his leg. Oh, I missed that. And he's got some kind of weird codpiece thing going on.
Is he like Blackadder?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's got like a studded codpiece.
Lovely.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go back and sort that out. But yeah, like this guy, and I thought, just his pose. See, all these little details I had not realised before. I'd not noticed that he had a studded codpiece on or whatever. I might have to have a reference picture.
Yeah, I mean, we could see it if you were held it in there.
Oh, gee whiz. So, yeah. I can't remember what I was saying now. It's not important.
You're saying you're going to go back and do his codpiece that you made.
Yeah, I need to go back and sort his codpiece out. Right.
White Rose Dragon says, strap on and codpiece. Two things Nathan missed. And we said codpiece in unison.
Did we?
Yeah, and it's like, how many times can you say codpiece on a stream, really?
Well, I don't know. Right, can you get a reference picture up of this chap, so we can just have a little look of
I can possibly try for you.
His thing. Right, I'm gonna get. Can you get me a little bit of black over here? And I'm gonna do that strap. That leg strap.
The leg strap, is that?
Yeah.
Is that one?
Okay, just bear with me a minute. So has he got something going on? Yeah,
he's got two straps, one on top of each leg,
yeah.
And his
yeah,
codpiece.
Chastity belt.
Yeah, maybe. The crafty gobbo has just arrived and said the first word I heard on stream was codpiece.
Excellent.
Yes, Nathan missed it completely. Missed the codpiece. You can't see because it's at the bottom of the screen, but this miniature's got a codpiece.
Right. If I move this camera
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
Can I do that? Is that all right? So I can hold it here more comfortably. Is that
Of course
okay?
you can.
Right then. What colour are we going to paint this like codpiece thing?
We're still talking about it.
We're still talking about the codpiece. It's highly important.
Wicked D says, "Oh yeah, you moved your camera, but you just
What?
put it next to the bottom of the screen."
It's not easy, this, you know.
I love you. Wicked D says that you should do it silver. And White Rose Dragon's been all sensible and says traditionally, of course, it would be leather. And Pete the Priest says bright pink, obviously. And yeah, Crafty Gobbo agrees. Bright pink. It might look a little rude though.
I think.
Did it bright pink.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Can I see that picture?
Yes. I showed you this picture off of Google because it highlights it. The contrasting colours show you the detail of it.
Can you zoom in on it?
That is zoomed in on it.
Is it?
Yes.
Sorry, highly stimulating viewing
There you
this,
go,
I understand.
sweetie. Zoomed in on Google on his codpiece. God knows what search results I'm going to get from now on.
Is this the lengths we're stooping to try and get more viewers? Is it? They're talking about codpiece and straps.
Oh dear.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what colour we're going to do it.
Well, you've got bright pink, you've got silver, you've got traditional leather. All wonderful suggestions. Bright pink with red stripes.
Yeah, I think we might just paint it like leather brown. Really. And see
It's got studs in it.
And see how that looks. It's definitely got like a ring or something on the front of it. I don't know.
Can you hold it enough? We can maybe zoom in on it and everyone can see. Hang on, I'll try. There you go, look. Oh yes.
So what do you...
Can we all see that now? A ring as well. I think they were just having some fun when they sculpted this.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're all blurry.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. It's me. It's me and my terrible use of technology. There we go. Maybe. Oh, doing it on purpose now just because I was being mean to you earlier.
You're always mean to me.
Wicked D says, are you sure it's a codpiece and not just flying low?
Well,
What's
yeah.
it called? Albert.
Prince Albert. Well, he's got some very strange shaped junk, if that's the case.
Well, he is a Hellborn or whatever he is.
Yeah.
Yes, Crafty Cobber. Extreme codpiece close up. Just just so you're all in, so you all know what we're talking about. A Jacob's ladder. I don't know what that is. Is that lots of piercings? We've gone into realms of I don't understand things now. I'm very naive.
Yeah, I don't know what a Jacob's ladder is.
Well, painting the straps that colour at least makes them stand out now. So you can tell that they're there. Amrath has just joined at the height of the codpiece talk.
Hi. Well, welcome to Codpiece Live.
So thank you for the spray paint video.
Right, I'm just going to do that bit black because we're going to come back and we're going to paint it gold later. So he's going to have a gold ring right on the front of his... Wachoom!
As everybody else noticed though, he's moved the camera, but he's still insisting on painting right at the bottom of the screen. Or is everybody else's view different? Maybe it's just mine.
No, you're right. I just like painting at the bottom of the screen. Right. How's that?
What?
Hang on. I need this thing so I can rest.
We keep telling you that's alright. You're doing really well. Then you know I love you. But that's part of my job nagging, you know, isn't it?
Yeah. So we haven't tried the contrast paint over the bone stuff yet, Mr Amrath, but we will do. But the undercoat itself is, I would say, it's a pretty good match for Wraithbone, and goes on just as you would expect.
for Necros Sandy Lords. Sandy Lords.
Alright. Cool. I've seen some really cool. I assume that you're talking about Necrons, but I've seen some really cool ones where they've done them with the like crackle effect stuff on the armor as well. So it looks like they've just been dragged out of the desert sands or whatever. They look really fantastic.
So I've got a couple of new people just joined us. Do you want to refresh on what we're doing?
Yeah, if you.
So,
bear with me a second.
So Nathan is painting the Subbox Mini from was it February?
Yeah, so this is one of the minis that we put in our February Reaper Subbox, and this is Damien, the Hellborn Wizard, who is from the Reaper Bones range. He's one of the older Bones minis, but he's still awesome. I've just blobbed onto his hair. That's no good, is it? Slight lack of concentration there. So he's one of the older, old but still a goodie, depending on your viewpoint, Reaper Bones figures, and we put him in the Subbox this month with 5 other awesome figures, one of which was a giant, and so we send that out every month for £20 to including UK postage. And it's awesome. You should really check it out if you like a random selection of fantasy or sci-fi minis turning up to your door. So what we do is we pick from the whole range of Reaper Bones, and we have a massive list of all the stuff that we've used so far. I'll stop waving him about. We have a massive list of all the stuff that we've used so far, and every month we select different figures to go in the box. So some months you might get, I don't know, 9 or 10 figures. Some months, like last month, there was 6 items in there, but one of them was a big giant. He was about 10 or 11 pounds on his own, and then a few other smaller things and multi-packs and different bits and pieces. And we try and make it interesting and exciting, and put some of the latest figures in sometimes, and new releases and what have you. So just try and keep it exciting, and people use them as inspiration for their D&D sessions and all sorts of stuff. Or just as a painter, you might want a bit of variety. Just set yourself a challenge. You don't know what's going to turn up, and then you're going to paint it throughout the month until the next one comes. So there, how we looking on that fair? What do you reckon? Does that look alright, or does it need a little bit lighter highlight to it as well? And it looks okay. I think it looks alright.
You haven't got any darker picture.
Any what, sorry?
You haven't got any darker lines in there.
You think it should have darker stripes in?
Yeah, first with me, I can't paint, so I don't know.
We can have a couple of darker stripes in.
Just, where they would be.
Oh.
But I'm looking at it at a screen, so it's a bit different from the outer.
Pass it over so you can have a look.
Well, they would help, would it? There was a few cool models in this month's or last month's subscription box, weren't there?
They're always cool models.
No, but like...
Because I pick them.
Well, that's true. Okay, that is true. Somebody once asked us if we just picked ones that we couldn't sell, but we really don't.
Yeah. No, I'll just pick the ones that I like the look of. So there's some figures that will probably never make it into a sub box because
you don't like them.
I don't like them. Yeah, and we don't just use minis that we've already got in stock because we have so many sub boxes go out. So we buy figures 2 or 3 months in advance for the sub boxes, and we get them. We obviously order plenty in We get them specifically in for the sub boxes, so I only pick things just in case I have ordered too many or whatever. I only ever pick ones that I think will sell, or that I'd be happy to have myself. So I try and pick ones that I like, or that I know are kind of fan favourites. It's got like I've done a blob of red there, just next to his ear, and no idea why I've done that. Anyway, right, so hair, he's going to have jet black hair, so I'm not going to mess about with that too much.
Crafty Gargoyle said they didn't expect anything as massive. I love that word. Massive as the fire giant.
Yeah, well, we do like put some bigger stuff in. We've done a couple where we've put some of the smaller dragons that Reaper do. And 1 month we'd got geared up and we'd planned to put one of the other dragons in. We thought like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And then Reaper put a price rise in across the range, and it just meant that would be the only mini that you got in your sub box, because so unfortunately we had to change our plans last minute. But yeah,
because that would have been poop if you'd only got one mini.
Well, yeah, it would. Yeah, so that month the intention was that you were going to get this dragon and then like 3 smaller figures, so you would get less stuff. But this dragon's like particularly cool. But now they put when they put the price rise in, it went from being, I don't know, say like an £18 figure. So it's now like, I think it's a £27.47 figure on Reaper's site, so it's about 25 quid from us. But yeah, it was anyway disappointing. But we've still got some other plans in the pipeline. We've put some of the other smaller dragons in at some point in the past, and there's still plenty of giants and other stuff to go at. There's one figure that I keep putting on the list when we send the order through to Reaper. I keep putting it on the list because I want to put it in a box. And Reaper just haven't got any stock of it, and I guess we're just waiting for a reprint from China or wherever it is that they mass produce most of the Bones stuff, and eventually it will go in a box, and I will be happy because I've got one in the box behind us. I can't tell you on thing, can I? Everybody on no. What do you mean? Well, shall I tell it? So all right, it's one of my favourite Bones minis, and it's the Minotaur Demon Lord, and I think it looks awesome. And we've got one in the box, glued. You know, it's all stuck together, it's all washed, it's all ready to paint. But I think it'd be an awesome mini to paint on stream. But it'd be cool if everybody that was a box subscriber had one as well, and we can maybe organise some kind of paint along or something. 'Cause it's absolutely fun. It comes with a really nice like base that's detailed like a maze, and it's cool. It's just like a really nice mini, and it's like a decent price for what it is. So it's about £12.
Naz Teeps just subscribed to the box.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you start making them, don't we?
Yeah, well, yeah. I know it's not really like a big deal, but the boxes are made. The physical boxes that we're going to put them in are made up and ready. So over the next couple of days, we'll get the figures put in, and then
because we have to make them obviously all from scratch. So that's the worst bit though, putting the cardboard boxes together, and that's really
So while I was relaxing at home this weekend and playing Pathfinder with Mrs MLG and little Miss MLG, and doing some other stuff, one of our staff was happily, I'm sure, putting hundreds of cardboard boxes together, ready for the sub boxes.
Which I think after 4 years of us doing absolutely everything, in doing it once.
Yeah.
We're not really that mean, are we?
No. So that was cool.
You love folding the tissue paper.
I love folding the tissue paper. So yeah, what I think is that you should come to work with me tomorrow. and help me.
Oh, but I've got all this new awesome stuff to add to the website. Oh dear, what a shame. You'll have to do it on your own.
Yeah. I know.
White Rose Dragon it says that they're currently doing a bi-weekly challenge of getting a rolled mini type, be it troops, monsters, vehicles, etc. The end game is to have a full army painted by the end of the year.
Oh, cool. And what army are you painting?
Yeah, and they also say Asmo says that on the bright side, we've started manufacturing the plastic locally, which we did the Wizard, didn't we?
Yes.
The USA Burns Wizard. We did a little review of the difference.
Yeah. I think the new stuff it's very much like a couple of UK companies have started producing resin minis that look very similar. They're kind of like almost hard plastic or semi-resin mix, and it seems that it's gained a little bit of popularity. I don't know if there's some kind of new blend out there or whatever in the industry, but it does look very similar, and I'm excited to see what's coming in the range. I know that they've done some of their classic fantasy figures in the material, and then there's some sci-fi figures that they've done for the Virtual Reaper Expo thing, the tie-in, and the sci-fi setting that they've got going along after the what was the thing? Where you had to do all the clues and all the thing that you did last year.
What, the Reaper virtual thing?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was part of the...
So they did a like, I can't remember what it's called, like a treasure hunt type scenario where you had to piece together all these clues, and then you got like map references, and you had to go and find all the information. And Mrs MLG cracked it like quite quickly, I think, didn't you?
Well, there was a forum.
Yeah,
proper cheated and just like discussed it with other people. I was trying to discuss it with you, but you were very busy working. And I like doing things like that. I like escape rooms and stuff. There's a local escape room here, and we've been, haven't we, a couple of times.
Yeah.
And it was fun. They're hoping to open up again soon, obviously.
Oh, that'd be good.
We took Little Miss, didn't we? She enjoyed it as well.
It was a good evening out. They've got some new rooms opening, haven't they, with the new thing for when they get back on, because they're a relatively new business, and they started off with, I think, 2, didn't they?
Yeah, she did 1, and then she expanded to 2, and then she had the 3rd room all set up and ready to go and everything, and then we had to wash up.
Yeah.
The first time round.
So we've been to a couple of these escape room things, like out of town. We went to one in Leeds for a friend's birthday, which was
is that the one where
kind of weird?
They like put a bag over your head?
Oh yeah. Everybody else got a bag over their head, and I very conveniently or unconveniently. I don't know, like whether it had it. Yeah, I was like stressed out or something, but I got a nosebleed as we stood in the corridor waiting for the thing to start.
Waiting to be abducted. They put a bag over your head and like handcuffs on. That's all part of the thing. You were supposed to have been abducted by a mad scientist or something, and then your nose just exploded.
Yeah, it was just so weird. Stood in the corridor, and all of a sudden my nose just started like pouring blood. So. But I didn't want to miss out or spoil anybody else's enjoyment, so I stood there with a hanky like rammed in my face.
But the staff didn't know what to do, did they? Because they were all in character, all like being all menacing, and then they just were like, "Oh my god, what's going on? Are you all right, mate? Are you all right, mate?" Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it, Asmo? If you kept it in the middle of the screen, then you won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Asmo says it's coming along nice.
Yeah, I'm quite I'm quite pleased with my little self, thank you.
And White Rose Dragon says that the army that they're doing is Eldar.
Yeah, nice. Cool. What colour scheme are we going for with this Eldar army?
Yeah, but it was good, the escape rooms.
Yeah.
They were all the height of fashion though, weren't they, at one point?
Yeah.
Never really heard of them before, and then they were everywhere.
Yeah. And before we went, I'd watched like a video on good old YouTube. You can see just about everything on YouTube. But I watched this video on YouTube about being able to pick, well, not pick, but fathom out the combinations to like tumbler combination locks by the feel of the like mechanism as you turn it.
Really,
so,
in the spirit of
yeah. So and it wasn't because we were going to an escape room. It was for something else. I can't remember why I'd watched it, but so I decided when we got in this thing and there was a suitcase or a briefcase that we had to open when we went to the first ever one. I thought like, this is going to be easy. I know how to do these. You can just like go through the combination and you can like pop it open. When you're on a time limited thing and we had like an hour. I must have wasted 10 minutes just trying to get the combination for the thing, while somebody else found the combination on a bit of paper in the like cloakroom or something. Yeah, like you're supposed to. And I was like, no, we don't need to do that. We'll just get like stuck in. But obviously, you need to piece together. It was the first time I'd ever been, so I didn't really know what I was doing to do that. And you obviously need to get the clues in some kind of semi-order, so you can achieve your goal, but yeah, not me. Just
Wicked D says you got to hide, right? White Rose Dragon is doing. I can't say that. I don't know what that is. Orange and grey.
Orange and grey. Cool.
I don't know what the first bit is.
Let's have a look. Where's the thing?
YME-LO.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is either. But yeah, that could be cool.
But orange and grey, I could read those words.
Awesome. I've been eyeing up some of those galaxy colour schemes where on the vehicles. I don't know how you paint your infantry to match it, but where on the face of like the Eldar vehicles or on the top shell or whatever, they paint it like a galaxy with like starbursts and things all over it. They look absolutely phenomenal, but yeah, no idea how you might paint your infantry to go along with that, because that would just take phenomenal skill, I think. Paint an individual Eldar helmet with a galaxy effect on it, I don't know. So
it's almost Welsh. Pronounce it as Maloch.
Right, cool.
There you go, see. Learning a new language as well now.
Yeah.
I can hardly speak English.
That's too bright, isn't it? I've put too much light blue in my highlight for his trousers. I have to sort that out.
Well, there you go, look, I've painted your dungeon door. Look how nice I am.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much. Mrs MLG slowly painting all the accessories for my Frostgrave game.
Slowly.
No, it's a mini a day, isn't it? You're doing really well.
Yeah, but like, all the doors are the same, so it's like, here's another mini of the day. Honestly, it's not the same door. It's a different door than it was last time.
It is a different door. You could put them all together.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I can never really remember what colours I used.
Nah, so there'll be slight variations in them all.
Variations, yes.
Right then. So we've got our... What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing at anything. I'm not...
Not laughing at the fact that I'm over here?
No, I'm not laughing at anything.
Okay.
I have to put number plaques on the doors. Yeah. That'll look good in the dungeon, won't it? While you're walking around Frostgrave, I'll just put little number plaques like it's a B&B.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What's behind door number 1?
3 skeletons.
Oh, little letterboxes, yeah, some skeletons could get some mail.
Mm-hmm. Right then, so I think he's coming along all right. We're going to do a little. I think we're going to do a little highlight on his staff. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to get a bit of driftwood brown, and I'm going to mix that with a bit of leather brown to make it into a slightly different shade.
Did you do his ring?
I've not done his ring yet, no.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Now I'm going to come back and do the gold, because I'm going to do his buckles on his shoes in gold.
What gold colour are you going to use?
I'm going to use your favourite gold, which is brass.
Oh, is it? Gold.
So this is, hang on, this is...
So I've used brass, that's it.
Alright,
but
so...
I have put a wash over the top.
Okay, right, so this is Vallejo Brass. Model colour brass, and this is Mrs MLG's brass, and so this has got some wash. What wash has it got?
Null nylon.
So this has got some null nylon, but we think that Vallejo Brass is a better gold than most of the golds that you can get your hands on.
I just like it.
And it highlights up really nicely.
I've got a bit there, like it's a wet if you want to use it. It's wet.
Alright, well yeah, go on then, we'll use your bit of gold.
It dries quite quick in here.
Yeah, we'll use your bit of gold. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Right, okay. So we'll use your...
Oh, you've put my really manky palette on.
Yeah. What's in this? What's all this lacquer stuff here?
Well, that's when it explodes. I said that.
Oh, is that the brown?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Right.
Is this your redemption picking on me now?
Yeah. Right then. So, you can get me comfort.
Yeah, you are right there.
Yeah. Right then. So, I'm sure these bits on his shoes might be supposed to be something else, but I'm having them as gold buckles across the front.
Okay, well, we'll let you. That's a nice view of your wedding ring there, Dan.
Okay. That better?
That's the most. So you see, I think that even though it's called brass, that's a nice gold colour.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. Right.
You can tell he's concentrating.
Yeah, cat talk and concentrate.
He's looking good though.
Yeah.
Has he got any buttons on his coat, or is it just?
No, he has got buttons on his coat. They're going to be gold as well. Right, I'm going to do.
Very fancy, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to do this ring on his.
Everyone hold your breath.
Yep. The brass is starting to dry, and it's just got a little bit of a skin on the top.
No, it's quite warm in here. It does dry quite quickly though, I think.
Right.
Anyway.
I think we should give him a gold belt buckle as well.
What's up to you? Is that what colour you were going to do?
Yeah, I wasn't going to make it too many different colours going on. And then he's got that necklace on. I think I might make that necklace a different colour though.
Isn't that teeth or something though, that necklace?
I don't know, I thought it was just like little flat pieces.
Oh, I thought they were teeth. What's everybody else think? The coat looks good though.
Thank you. Does until I mess it up.
You're not going to mess it up. Why would you mess it up?
Because these buttons are little.
Oh, you concentrate. Yeah, you see, Wiki agrees with me. Bits of bone, teeth, whatever.
Okay.
I don't think it's fancy jewellery like gold bits. It would be nice to have a lighter colour to contrast his skin. Yes, yeah, and the bone would, if it was bone or teeth, etc., that would do that as well, wouldn't it?
Okay. Right then. So can you see that?
Yeah,
Right.
I think so. It's in focus, I think.
So that's just why we think that this is like the best gold, because against that purple, look how much that kind of pops, if you like, when you view it. It just looks awesome, doesn't it, in the light?
And that's Vallejo Brass.
It's the Vallejo Brass, available from Mighty Lancer Games. But yeah, it is the best gold. Right, so I'm going to pass you that back.
Oh, thank you.
Out of the way, and then all right, let's have a go at
exactly.
that. Brass is an awesome gold. It is an awesome gold. You're correct.
Oh, and white rose dragon use icy, so we all agree. We all agree it's the best.
Right then. So if I'm going to do them bone, I need a bone colour, my dear.
I've got dirty bone.
Oh, that'll do.
Will dirty bone do? I don't know what colour dirty bone is, but I've got one.
It's yeah, it's decent. That. Right, turn my palette round so I've got a bit of clear space, and we'll have a. Oh, it's blocked.
It's new.
Yeah.
I've not used it yet.
Nope. Just pulled the top out there. Ow! Wah wah wah!
Did you stab yourself?
Yeah, I've just stabbed myself.
Are you alright?
I'm absolutely fine. Just,
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm not bleeding. I've flicked paint on myself, that's all.
Injuries!
Yeah, it's alright.
I've got enough injuries, you don't even
Add it, yeah. So this is, this one here, that's the oven. Burnt myself on the oven the other day. And then we were doing some gardening yesterday, so all these little scratches up my arm here are from the bush that we relocated.
How do you think I'll beat you up?
Yeah, no. Save me. Right. Far too much paint on the palette there. It's a good job we're going to be painting skeletons. And get some use on the wet palette. Right. Oh, this is really, really small. Right. So I'm going to do my best to not paint his chest here.
We believe in you. So what we're thinking then, perhaps skeletons on Wednesday with the contrast paint to see what they looks like over the
Yeah, I think
spray.
that's going to be that should be the one, shouldn't it? Really.
But if Nathan didn't do the cooking or the gardening, White Rose Dragon, then we'd never eat. Because he's a much better cook.
No.
It's just he tries to do too many things at once and then loses concentration. We were moving a fuchsia that had turned into a tree that we got from Scotland. Was it our wedding anniversary?
Our first wedding anniversary.
First wedding anniversary, we went to Scotland, got lost up a mountain.
Yeah.
Brought a fuchsia that we thought it'd be a little tiny thing, grew into an absolute monster, and we're about to move it because it's blocking the path. And it's taken, 11 years to move it.
Yeah. We've had 2 more bushes off it. haven't we?
Yeah, we split it. We hack it down every year. It's awesome. It just.
And my dad's got a bush that was a cutting off it as well.
Cut bits off, pass it around. Best thing we've ever got.
Yeah, it was about £3 as well. I think.
It was, yeah. Came all the way back from Scotland, like hours and hours and hours in the boot.
I got it from a garden centre in Glasgow. Yeah.
Just in case you wanted to know, that was,
Right. So, we've got some.
It's also, just to point out, 9 o'clock.
Is it? Right.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I know. Right.
Our streams are always weird, White Rose Dragon. But yeah, we've gone from codpieces and scraps and now bushes.
Yeah. Oh, and the Prince Alberts.
And the Prince Alberts, yeah.
Right.
Family friendly to the car, you know.
Yeah. So one thing, because we're going to try and finish reasonably on time, and I think this guy's there or thereabouts. In fact, I might just do the tip of his staff.
You're going to do his tip now.
I'm going to do his tip now. So
dear
in a second, I'm just going to do the tip of his staff before we call it a night. But one thing that I would recommend, if anybody watching has got Netflix and you haven't already seen it, you want to check out Ash versus the Evil Dead, because we've been watching a bit of that recently, because we were looking for something else to watch, and then we realised that there was a 3rd series on there, and we've seen the first 2 series, so we're currently watching through the 3rd series. And if you like a bit of telly that's ridiculous, doesn't take itself too seriously,
a bit like
then I would heartily recommend checking out Ash versus the Evil Dead, and another film which is in a similar vein, but obviously and features Bruce Campbell, is Bubba Hotep, which features Bruce Campbell as Elvis living in a retirement home, and that's pretty cool too, so check that out. But Ash versus the Evil Dead, you need to experience it, and it does help if you've seen the earlier Evil Dead movies and Army of Darkness, which is one of Mrs MLG's favourites, because it's just bonkers.
Yeah, you do kind of have to have an understanding of it before you watch the TV version.
Yeah.
Otherwise it really wouldn't make any sense.
But once you've watched Army of Darkness, then you'll be able to come over to the web store and buy some of the Fireforge Games Living Dead models that they've done recently, because they look like they're designed for reenacting that stage of the movie. So check that out. Right then, so I need some Tesseract Glow.
And where is
So we're going to do that. I think if you've not got it there, it might be in my drawer, 3rd drawer down over there, my dear.
Okay, well, do you want to show the video?
Oh yeah, so let me show everybody the figure. So here he is so far, and he's almost done. So we're going to put a little bit of a shade on the gold on his boots, and we're going to put this Tesseract Glow on there, and then I'm going to put a little bit of highlight on his staff, and then I'm going to paint his base, and he's going to be done.
Oh, it's separated quite a little
Has
bit.
it? All right. Well, best give it a good shaky. So I don't think I've missed any bits particularly, and I'm quite happy.
Everyone can see it.
Yeah, can't they? Yeah. What? Yeah, it's because you weren't there to
nag you.
to tell me I had it in the wrong place. So,
I don't think you had it in the wrong place the entire time.
Anyway, so I'm quite happy with him. I think it looks quite good.
I think it looks good, yeah.
Right then. So let's get some of this action going on.
Yeah, see, that's not helping the theme of the stream either, is it? Really?
What's that?
Your action.
This is how you shake up paint. What are you talking about?
Well, at least everyone agrees that it looks good.
Super.
You've done a good job.
Thank you, everyone. Right, so we've undercoated it with ice blue or blue flame, and then a little bit of white in there as well.
We don't actually know what this is going to turn out like, do we?
Yeah, and then no idea what this is going to turn out like, but I'm just going to use some of the new or newish Tesseract Glow from Citadel.
We did.
On there.
We did a couple of YouTube videos on this paint when it very first came out, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, whether you can airbrush it, and you can.
Yeah. And we compared it to the other ones, isn't it? What's the
Hex Wraith Flame.
Yeah, we compared it. We did a load of base colours and then put both of them over the top, so you could see what it looked like in different base colours.
Yeah, and it turned out pretty good, and it's had a few views.
Yeah.
On the old YouTubes.
All of our videos are to help people, really, aren't they? I mean,
yeah.
That's what we try and do them for. So that if we bodge it up and it looks rubbish, then you haven't wasted your efforts.
That's right.
Oh, that looks good. I like that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does everybody else think to the green? Once you've finished, you'll have to show. Makes more of a yellowy green over that nice light base colour. Oh, you're in whole music here.
Yeah.
Well, there should be some music playing in the background. We can't hear it though, so I hope it's alright. Is that the music, Naz, or the Mini?
Right, how does that look?
Oh, hang on. I didn't know you were ready. So hold it still. There you go. You should be able to see that. I think that's focused. What do you reckon? You're painting it.
I think it looks alright. I'm going to do a little bit of a highlight on the staff.
Yeah.
And then, which I prepared earlier. And then we'll see where, well, maybe just put a little bit of a shade on his shoes and do his base, and then he's finished. So, thank you for everyone that's stuck with us so far.
Lord Sir Nugget says you've got to hydrate.
Oh, I've run out of Coca-Cola. I'll have to resort to water.
Water's better for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord Sir Nugget. So where does that name come from? I feel like it should be some kind of Monty Python kind of thing. Oh, I saw a thing. Saw a thing the other day. I saw a Patreon advertised for 3D print files the other day, and they were themed for Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and you could have the siege tower shaped like a rabbit and things like that you could print off. Like,
you got to stretch.
It was.
You got to stretch.
It was pretty cool.
Stretch.
Now, well, let me put my paintbrush down. So.
Yeah, don't paint them back.
So check out my guts. It's all part of the stretch. Yes. Just got a ticket to the gun show. Yo.
Oh dear.
It's a good job we don't take ourselves too seriously.
It's a good job Wiki D knows you.
Yeah. I know, but what about everybody else that we're forcing to
Yeah,
watch this
yeah,
madness?
Yeah. Oh dear. He doesn't need any encouragement to drink his paint water. He licks his paintbrush enough. Don't you?
Okay. You've got to keep your brush moist.
Is that? Oh, we're adding extra words to this this stream now. We're moist now as well.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that word.
I don't know why. There's plenty of...
Isn't it strange how the English language works like that?
yeah. There's plenty more weird words than moist in the
You just
language.
keep saying it for those people that don't like it.
Yeah, but what? Like, there's nothing wrong with it, is there? It's a descriptor, isn't it?
Yes, alright.
Can't say that thought out loud.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And neither am I reading out Wicked Geese comments.
Wow, what she said. A moist. I like it. That's a similar thought to the one that I just said I can't read out loud. Can't say out loud. See, I think that looks better. I've just painted a little bit of a highlight on the staff. I think that looks a lot better. Yeah. Maybe we need a different coloured background, so like the colour stands out a bit more.
I think it does.
Right then, so can I have, my darling?
Ah, yes.
Can I have the Reichland Flesh Shade, please?
Oh, I suppose so. There you go.
Super. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Reichland Flesh Shade to shade the gold on his shoes, and if I can be really, really careful, on his buttons, and maybe even on his codpiece. But so Reichland Flesh Shade is an excellent shade for gold. There we are.
We'll just tone it down.
Yeah, just ever so slightly adds a little bit more depth to it. And if you're using Citadel paints, so if you use Retributor armour and then shade it with Reichland Flesh Shade and then do a little dry brush over the top with Auric Armour Gold, it looks absolutely awesome. But I quite like GW's shades, and I like the pot design for the shades, but I'm not so keen on the pot design for the rest of their paints, if I'm honest. I know a lot of people decant them into dropper bottles, but I haven't got time for that, unfortunately. So we're going to use them out of the pot just as they are. But I very much prefer using a palette rather than taking the paint out the bottle and then splodging it onto a palette, because then the way I do paint, I'd end up having like 3 or 4 brushes on the go, so that's just not going to work for me. Right, so I think he's pretty much done. I'm going to paint his base when I take him out with this holder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to varnish him. So we'll call him finished, I think. Let me just pass him over to Mrs MLG for a once over.
Oh yes. No, it looks real good. Is that how you're leaving his eyes? It looks really good. But is that how you're leaving his eyes?
Yeah, well, okay, what else do you think I should do to his eyes, my darling?
I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you show everybody? Oh, hang on then, if that's what What do we all think?
Okay, so I've just blobbed him in yellow because I haven't got the fine detail coordination to be able to put blobs in his eyes. I'm quite happy with him just yellow.
As long as you're happy. I didn't know if you were going to do some black stripes down. Wicked D says to look cool like that.
Yeah.
White Rose Dragon says cat's eyes. Like I think that's.
Yeah.
But it's yours.
Yeah. Well, I think if I try and paint any kind of blob in it or whatever, I'm just going to end up painting half his face.
The fact that you're even referring to it as blobs indicates that you're not really feeling that.
Yeah, well, actually, I've got a pin here. Why don't we have a go?
No, but no, because then if you mess it up, then you're going to blame me.
No, we'll have a go with the pin. I've never done this before. This is a totally new thing. We're going to try it with a pin.
Wait, are you going to do them like cats like down, or rather than just two black blobs?
If I can.
Drum roll.
We'll give it a try. Hang on.
Is that actually going on there?
Yeah, I can't even do it. Nothing happening, is there?
No. Anticlimax.
Yeah, what's going on? Oh no, that's done it.
Was it?
Yeah, it's got like a tiny little splod in there.
Has he?
Movie.
No?
No, what I think I've done is just scraped all the yellow off.
No, on the thing.
I know.
You're not showing anything. Oh. Yeah, there's no yellow there anymore.
I don't know what I've done. I've just been normal clumsy me, haven't I?
Aww.
I tried so hard.
You're very trying.
Right then, we need bright yellow back. Have you got the yellow?
Which one is it?
Saffron.
Oh, my yellow.
Yeah, I thought I had it out. Sorry everybody, if you were hoping to get off by 9 o'clock, I do apologise. And we won't take it personally if anybody needs to shoot off.
Oh, I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Be more effective with 4-inch decorators. You're right, yeah. I could paint the entire figure, yeah. Yeah. Right, let's have another go.
You can do it. We all need to
I can do it. I can do it. Right, let's find me super fine detail brush. So break out the super serious tiny brush.
Yeah.
Actually, I reckon this is probably smaller than that pin I was just trying to use anyway. Right then.
Take 2.
Hushed silence now.
Well, I hope that the music is giving a dramatic effect to your attempts.
Right then. So
what were you doing?
well, I blobbed it back in yellow. That's a technical term, by the way. Blob.
Yeah.
Blobbed it back in yellow. Right, and then I'm gonna get me a little bit of black, and I'm gonna use this brush rather than trying to use the pin. Right.
Is that how you?
Yep.
Okay.
Right then, and then we're gonna.
Oh, we're trying again.
Yep.
Oof, tempting fate twice now.
What's going on?
I don't know what you're doing there, darling.
I'm trying to paint it black.
Oh.
But what?
What?
Oh, I just got too much paint on my brush. Right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Concentrate.
I just don't want to. It's like the paint just don't want to go on.
I think it knows. It knows that you don't really want it. it's like, no, mate, you liked it yellow. I'm gonna stay on the palette. Oh, it's all right, White Rose. I don't wear makeup.
Right, that's it.
What have we got now?
He's got some splodge.
Let's have a look then. Are we ready, everyone?
Hang on, I just need to touch up this yellow.
No one can see it.
No. Come on. There we go. Oh, he's boz-eyed.
I'm sure it looks good.
This is why I don't paint eyes.
Well, we told you
on
not to.
figures. No, you didn't. You said you'll look better with it.
Oh, no, I said you shouldn't do it if you don't want it.
See, what I think that his right eye looks pretty good. I just need to now make his left eye look the same. No, actually, it doesn't look too bad, I think. Maybe it doesn't look too bad. Maybe, no.
Oh, you're not showing me.
Yeah, no, sorry everybody. Just need to fiddle with it a little more. There we go, that looks better. Right. So this is
ready. Are we ready for this?
This is an unveiling of the masterpiece.
Oh, maybe if I can zoom. Well, yeah. I mean.
What do you mean? Well, yeah.
We can't really see. Turn it slightly.
That looks better, doesn't it?
Are you happy?
What are you trying to say? It doesn't look any good.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not.
You are. Come on.
No.
And it need your honesty. I think it looks alright, actually.
Oh, it sounds like you're alright with it.
Does it look alright?
No,
come on. Just say the words.
I'm looking at it on the screen.
Say, I think it sucks.
I don't think it sucks. I don't think it sucks, sweetie. I don't.
But you could do better.
No, I couldn't do better. I don't think it's either yellow or black anymore.
No, I think it looks alright. It looks like an eyeball.
Well, that's alright then.
Doesn't it?
That's alright then.
Looks like an eye. But anyway, that's what he's getting. That's it. That's his finished eye. That's what's happening. I don't normally paint eyes. He's lucky to have got that much.
That is very true. That is very true. I can't get it in focus now. The camera can't. It's like, oh, where's his eyes? Ah.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna call him done, and then I'm gonna go away and I'm gonna varnish him, and then I'm gonna take him off the paint holder and I'm gonna paint his base.
And what are you going to do to his base?
So I'm just going to be very boring with his base. I'm going to paint his base a very dark grey, and then I'm going to dry brush it up with a couple of lighter greys and stick a tuft or two on it, and then he'll be finished. But first of all, I need to let all that paint fully dry, and then we're going to varnish it with some matte or satin. I think we're going to go satin varnish, although I might use some gloss varnish for his hair, because I want it to look all greasy. And then, in fact, I might just touch that a little bit up there. Yeah. Well, I've just noticed like a tiny little straggle of hair coming over the top of his ear.
Ear hair?
Yeah. In fact, I've not painted most of his hair, have I?
I don't know.
No. I'm saying that it's finished and it's not finished because I've missed loads of bits of hair. Let's sort that out. Oh, and there's some like little rings stuck in the back of it. This is just frustrating. Now I'm spotting things that I hadn't noticed.
Where's he got rings now?
Yeah, there's a couple of little rings on the back of his coat.
So what you're saying is this is an extremely detailed miniature.
It is an extremely detailed figure, and you need to fully appreciate the detail of this figure by owning one for your by owning one for yourself. So you can do that by heading over to mightylancergames.co.uk and purchasing this figure for the very reasonable price of £2.59.
Yeah, I think it is a really awesome figure for £2.50. I mean, there is a lot of detail in it for that price.
And some people say that they don't like Bones figures because of the flexible nature of the material, but if I showed you this figure and you didn't know that it was a plastic figure, like, would you know? Would you know that it was a plastic? Would you know that this was a plastic figure? I don't think you would. If until you picked it up off the tabletop and you realised that it was weighed about 15 grams. Is pretty awesome. And he's doing like rock fingers, isn't he? Cool. Right, so I'm going to varnish him and then we're going to sort his base out. We're going to paint the base just fairly standard, a dark grey, stick a couple of little moss tufts on it, some little Green Stuff World 2mm moss tufts, and just make him match the rest of our dungeon PCs. And that's it. I'm going to call him done. So we'll show him off on Wednesday once I've got him based up. And hopefully me prattling along and painting this guy over the course of the last 2 weeks has been useful to you. If you've been painting along, you've been painting this figure yourself, or you've painted this mini before, or any miniatures that you've painted. We've said on our... let me put him there so you can actually be looking at something. So if you've... Stay!
White Rose Riggers is the rat thing that you got from your ambush, which was awesome. A couple of years ago was the first experience of Reaper Minis, and the effects did put them off slightly. But yeah, that's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, well, one thing that Reaper have done is that they've changed the formula of the plastic over the past couple of years. So the white plastic that you may be more familiar with as being Reaper Bones is slowly migrating through the range into a grey plastic, which is a little bit more inflexible, shall we say? I think that's the correct word. So where the white plastic is really bendy, the grey plastic is a little bit harder. It's not quite hard plastic, so it still has plenty of flex to it rather than just snapping parts off. And if you check out the video that we did where we compare the Bones USA Darius the Blue figure against a Bones Black and a couple of different Reaper Bones figures, a white one and a grey one, you can see how the flex in the minis works. So the Bones USA is like really quite hard, like a resin. The Bones Black is really tough. So when I was flexing the figure around, I nearly snapped her off at her ankles, and I wasn't trying to. And then obviously the Bones White and the grey, there's a noticeable difference between the two. So if you are, and we do try, and we've obviously got some stock of the white Bones figures in the range, because Reaper haven't rolled that out across the full pantheon of figures yet, but as they do, and our stock is replaced with the grey figures, we try and make sure that everybody gets like the better plastic. But this guy, I can't remember. Was this guy one of the white ones?
Oh, such a
yeah, I can't remember if this guy's a white one or a grey one.
He is a white one because he's.
So he's an older figure, and he's perfectly fine. There's a little bit of flex in his staff, but then
77149, so he will be wrong.
Yeah, he's an older figure. So all that means is that if you drop him, you're not going to smash his staff to pieces. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. So thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry we've run over time again. And check our stream out on Wednesday at 8 PM, where we're going to be painting some skeletons, and they're a combination of Citadel and Wargames Atlantic skeletons that we're going to use for Frostgrave and Dungeons and Dragons style adventures and different bits and pieces. They're just more generic fantasy skellies from a couple of different manufacturers. So check us out on Wednesday at 8 PM and Sunday for Skyrim Sunday at 4 PM, and then back here next Monday where we'll be painting another mini from the subscription box, and we might do another poll or use the results of our last one, see what figure we're going to paint next Monday. So tune in next time. Thanks for watching, thanks for spending your evening with us, and enjoy the rest of your night. Take care.